Hello, I'm Kads, and welcome to today's video. So I have definitely been a Soulstone hoarder, and finally there's an event that actually feels like it's worth sacrificing some of my precious stash. So let's take a look at the Soul Rush going on right now. I've seen a lot of people saying that it's not worth people's resources. I guess maybe if you're assuming that Packmaster Shayak, whatever guaranteed event-ish thing they're going to offer is going to require Soulstones. That could be true. We don't really know that yet. But if you're a hoarder like myself and you have tons and tons of Soulstones, I definitely been waiting for an event like this. Like I've said many times in the past, I like pulling my Soulstones when we have the boosted rates plus some sort of event on top of it. That way, if I don't get anything from the Soulstones, I can at least walk away with some of the rewards. So in this case, we get some energy, some gems, Ancient Shard, Void Shard, Chaos Ore, that's epic, which is ridiculously hard to get, sidebar on that one. But Legendary Chaos Ore, Primal Shard, some Dust, Mythical Tome, that's our primary goal for today, Mythical Chaos Ore, Legendary Skill Tome. So lots of good stuff. But yeah, the 3,400 is definitely going to be a relatively steep thing to go for, but nonetheless, that is going to be the goal here. And in order to get all the way out there, I'm going to be pulling 200 mortals and 14 immortals. And you might think, oh my god, that's so many. You're right, but I'm sitting on 500 mortal soulstones and then 27 immortals, plus I technically have 28 mortals in terms of coins, although I'm trying to use those for essence to upgrade champions. But maybe we can get some upgrades for those same champions today from this sessions, and I could save this essence for something else or convert them into soulstones in the future. And I guess technically I also have 7 eternal soulstones, but definitely saving those for like I'm working towards a 6-star Siffy in terms of essence. So that's primarily the purpose of these for now. But yeah, you're probably not going to be in my particular situation where it makes sense for me to pull a decent amount of my Soulstones, because I will still have plenty if there is some sort of event coming in the future. That being said, though, I also have Packmaster Shayak. He's just sitting in the portal of the unsummoned, as I like to call it, so I don't really have to worry about that. But that might not be the situation for you, so take that in mind, a grain of salt with whatever you decide to do for your account. So in terms of who we're looking for, my wish list at the moment, we've updated it a little bit. So we've got Marius in there. He's a relatively recent acquisition within the past couple of months, and I think he's currently at 2 stars. So getting anything above that again saves me essence and or lots of grinding and not waiting for him to appear in the shop. Lamasu, same thing, recently built within the past 2 months, and so she's at 0 stars. I'd like to get her a couple, maybe well, I mean 5-star would be ideal for the accuracy, but any amount of awakening will be beneficial. And then we have Nishak Verminlord, who saw a little bit of a resurgence with the Arachnelixir and the lethal dose blessing. I think mine currently is at 2 stars for the attack, but or maybe it's a 3-star, I forget. But 5-star would be the goal for the the highest level of lethal dose, aside from 6-star, of course. But yeah, that'd be nice to turn all those bombs into poisons and blow up people, which would be super fun. But epics here, so I just use her into my Demon Lord Clan Boss team. Genbo is one of the best arena epics in the game, so I just like him to be higher. And then Basher, I still use him. Decent lockout, is not as powerful as Fabian, but my Fabian's a 5-star, and he's also legendary. But yeah, Basher, just more souls for him, or more star ratings for him, and then rares. Not too important, but if we can get something above, ideally above a 4-star for the rares, that would be nice as well. And then of course, I think this is like the 5th time we've pulled without getting it, but I'm still in the market for just any tier, any level of soul for my poor Galathir. First world problems, but yeah, even I would take a 1-star. It doesn't really matter, but just any soul for Galathir. Since you can't buy it from the soul merchant, the only way to get it is from Soulstones themselves, and we just have not somehow managed to not pull even a 1-star for him in hundreds of Soulstones thus far. But anyways, let's dive right into the action. We have boosted rates, 2x chance to get a 5-star, 6-star perfect souls from the mortals. So again, we're pulling 200 of those, and then 2x chance to get 6-star perfect souls from the mortals. We're going to be pulling 14 of those, so that's 3,400 points in total. So let's dive right in and see what we can get. We'll start off with the less exciting portion, with that being the mortal soulstones, and of course I'm going to be making some space along the way as we go through this, and hopefully we can get something decent. Upgrades across the board would be nice. Anything Wishlist, Cold Heart is definitely not useful. 4-star Fane is probably an upgrade. I don't remember exactly where she is currently on my account, but that is crit damage for her, crit damage if it is new. Tyrell, I think he's at 2-star, so maybe 3-star is good. A little bit of defense for him, we'll take it. I guess the nice thing about it being a Soulstone Rush for a change is that we don't have to worry about counting points in a soul chase. It's just the fixed amount of Soulstones that we're going to be pulling. So I believe I started at 515 on the Soulstone, so that we need to pull down to 315. Second 10 pop here, nothing amazing. 2-star Sissia, a champion I do not have, but if I do get her, I guess that is a little bit of HP, a little bit of attack, but we're not going to really worry about that. 3-star Hellborn, that's exactly where she is currently. So again, for the rares, I'm hoping for 4-star or higher. I don't know how, you know, after like years and years of the Soulstone system being in the game, I've not managed to get above a 4-star for any of the rares that I actually care about. I mean, that's not true. I think I got like I think I have a 5 or 6-star on my judge. So let me not belabor the point there. But 1-star on the Basher, not helpful. He's currently, I think, at 3 stars. So I for him, ideally 5-star or higher would be good in terms of utility. Bunch of 1-star, 2-star epics, not that great. A lot of champions don't really use Royal Guard. I think for me, he's at 3-star or something higher than, definitely something higher than the 1-star. Wishlist once again on the 1-star Hellborn Sprite and the Basher as well. Unfortunate. Are the rates on? 2x was supposed to be here for the 5-star and the 6-star souls. In fairness, I do think there was like a Dune Strider rare 5-star soul, so I guess that was one of the procs potentially. But 3-star Wishlist, Tree Shield not, unfortunately. Not above a 4-star, so that is not an upgrade, sadly. 4-star, okay, hey, there we go. All right, ask and you shall receive eventually. We got a 4-star soul for one of the rares on the wish list. Again, well, if I was going to be greedy, I'd still want a 5 or a 6-star soul. But we'll definitely take the 4 in the meantime. I do use her in Amius. Ooh, 5-star Tree Shield on. Okay, starting to turn things around here. That's nice to see. Legendary to cap it off. 1-star Gomlock. I have a 5-star for him. That's not really going to help that much, but we'll take it. 5-star for Tree Shield not. That's going to make him a lot tankier, although I'd recently pulled, or you guys probably know, but I recently got Elva Autumnborn on my account, so for Sylvan Watcher's Faction Crypt, she definitely replaced Tree Shield not, but nonetheless having High Awakening will make your champions take a lot less damage in hard mode faction war, so he could come into the fold later on in other stages, because that would be useful. Inquisitor Shamael, mine is currently at 6 stars, so that's not going to do a ton. Wow, lots of high star ratings there in a row. Almost felt like we pulled the 10 pop of Immortals on accident. But a 5-star rare, 5-star gift card, the Sigiled, we'll take it. I think that's an upgrade for him. 2-star for Arathia. I don't know how to say that exactly, but don't have her. Void Legendary, relatively new. And yeah, not much exciting there. So, I mean, I guess that's good for Essence and whatnot. We get to sell the 5-star Inquisitor Shamael Soul. So I only have 1 copy of him, but he's at 6 stars, so we don't really have to worry about that. More rares, I guess that kind of balances out the good luck we got on the last one. Legendary Gentoro. I think I already have a copy of that one, but I don't have the champion, so it doesn't really matter. Hoffreeze, I think he's at 5 stars, so that's not an upgrade. And the 1-star Cold Heart. We're out of space, so I'll make some space, upgrade some of these champions, and we'll get right back into part 2. All right, space has been created, so we can do the second set of pulls. I did make a small tweak to the wish list. Tree Shield not being 5-star. That's good enough for me. Trying to get a 6-star on a rare is just unlikely, but I'll take a 5-star for sure. But Gear Grinder is useful. He's the only accessible reviver for Ogren Tribe. So again, having him be higher awakening for hard mode faction wars would allow him to take a little bit less, or a lot less damage. So that would be ideal for that. But yeah, 90 slots. Let's keep the train going here. Again, the goal is to pull 100 or 200 total. So this will get us to 180, and then we'll have to pull 2 more 10 pops and wrap that up. And then we'll move on, of course, to the Immortals. We're going to do those in single pulls, just because in case we proc something from the wish list, I don't want to hit the wish list twice, or have something, or have a chance to proc the wish list and then choose a new champion, then get someone else. But yeah, nothing really good there on the first set. Ooh, we'll take that 5-star Uragrim. That's great. I think that's an upgrade for him. That's the accuracy in the resistance tier. We'll take that. 2 mythicals is kind of crazy. But Mikage, obviously I have gotten her souls, or perfect souls, from the Titan event, so I don't necessarily need a 3-star. That's redundant with the one I have. And Fiorad, I don't have him, so it doesn't really matter. And once again, 2 misses on the gallop there. Sad times. First world problems once again. But yeah, let's keep it going here. See if we can turn our luck around. We still have 100 and something to pull. And oh yeah, unfortunately, my Hellborn Sprite, I guess double checked, so to speak, but she is actually at 4 stars, but I'm going to keep her in the list, hoping to get a 5-star for her instead, just a little bit higher than that. So 5-star or greater is what we're looking for from the rares. I know, keep moving the goalpost here. 2-star Valkyrie, I already have her at 3-star, and my Rotos is 6-star. Used Essence to get his Ward of the Fallen all the way upgraded, so that's not an upgrade there. Hey, we'll take it. There we go. The 5-star Cold Heart. More accuracy for her. We'll take it. I do have 2 Cold Hearts built, and I do use both of them. One less so than the other, but nonetheless, hey, we'll take it. That is a 5-star soul for one of the Cold Hearts. Ideally, we would get one for both, and then I can make another swap for the rares on the wish list. So, hey, you know what? The 2X is officially on. No more complaining. We've hit it a couple of times now, or presumably, we've hit it a couple times now with at least rares on the wish list. So, we'll definitely take that and see if we can improve on it. But yeah, Gambo 2-star, he's already there, or at least he's at, I think he's at 3-star, but he's definitely at least at 2-star. Not much coming in this 10 pop so far. 1 stars, 2 stars, legendary, and it's a Shamrock 2-star. That's exactly where I like Shamrock is. I think I've used him like once or twice in the Curse City, but unbooked, he's not bad, but he's not great either. Legendary straight out of the gate, and it's a 1-star. It's a Tunisia. Don't have her, unfortunately. Taya, never used her. Actually, I think I wanted to build her at one point, but I never actually committed to it because I didn't really need to use her for anything. Ruella, I have much higher star rating for her, so I don't really care about that. Shaman, never used her either. There are enough orc revivers that came into the game well after Shaman existed that I never actually had the misfortune of having to use her. Gretel, interesting. Previous fusion champion, I think Halloween of last year. I don't know if I went for her soul from the Hero's Path, but 2-star will take it. That's, I guess, an upgrade, even though I don't use her. 1-star Marius, not helpful. That's he's already at 2-star, like I said. And then the 1-star Suai is not really helping either. Ideally, I would get her to 4-star for the crit damage at least, but higher would be better, or would just be helpful as well. I'm not going to complain. 3-star Coldheart, not helpful. 2-star King Garag, also not helpful. And it looks like we got to make some space once again. All right, so we're moving on to the last set of Immortals here. So 2 more 10 pops will be the 200, and then we'll do the 14 Immortals and wrap this session up. Honestly, I'm kind of satisfied. We got 3 like useful upgrade 5-star souls thus far. We'll kind of take a look at it, review at the end. But, you know, I can't complain all that much. You know, obviously, I'm still sad thus far that we haven't gotten the 1-star Galathir, but hey, is what it is. But the 4-star Broodlord, that might be an upgrade. We'll have to see about that one. 1-star Siphi, that would be fantastic if I didn't have her at 5-star already. So that's definitely going to be sold, and that is going to do it for the Mortal Soulstones. We collect all of this. I guess this is what, 200 or 20 times 200. That's a decent amount of coins. That's gonna again, this is gonna add up to either future Soulstones or a future Essence. So paying for Marius, getting him to 4-star and beyond, definitely worth it to have all of these, and or again, I could use them as Soulstones. So that should be, or will have been, we can double check the math just to make sure, but that should have been exactly 2,000 points. Yep, we're on our way. And then we're gonna do 1,400 points, i.e. 14 Immortal Soulstones in terms of that. And coincidentally, it's just by pure coincidence, but that will get us 2 stacks of these as well. So we get another 600 Eternal Soul Coins, which is also very helpful as well. So let's dive right in here. Once again, checking out the wish list. We're looking for Marius, Lammasu, and or Nishak. So let's see if we can make something happen. We're not going to do the 10 pop. Oh gosh, I almost messed up there. So 14 is the number to hit here, and yeah, starting off cold, a rare champion who will never see the light of day. Unfortunate, but at least it was a 4-star, I guess, maybe. Legendary from the wish list. Nope, it is an Elegaius. Okay, 3-star Elegaius, not that great. Underwhelming to say the least. Don't even have that champion. Not that I would really want to be honest with you. Hoffreeze, talked about him earlier, but he, I think is at 5-star, or at least 4 or 5-star, so that's not an upgrade in this case. Another rare 4-star, don't care, doesn't really matter, even though it's a void rare, but yeah, means nothing. And another epic 4-star Kellen the Shrike, not that exciting, unfortunately, for his sake. Let's keep it going here. Legendary wish list. No, it is a Tholen 4-star. Well, I believe, actually, I don't remember if I went for his 5-star soul. Let me check that really quickly. I think I did. I don't really know where is he? He's in the reserve vault, if I'm not mistaken. I've never, well, I have no intention of using him, but I do believe, yeah, I went for his 5-star soul, so 4-star soul is not really going to do anything for us. So a little bit unfortunate there, but hey, that's just how it is sometimes. Let's collect this one. Again, we have 8 to go. The goal is to get to the next set of Eternal Soul Coins here. So we're going to go from 21 down to 20 or to 13, I believe. So that is the target here. Another rare. Wyvern Bane, 6-star. Well, we hit the 2x at least, but not for anyone who's going to be of any use. I don't keep any rare souls that I don't need at all, no matter of the ranking. So 6-star rare doesn't matter. It's going to be sold. Convert that into coins. Visionary, not that useful. Granted, I think I have like a 5-star soul for her as well. Never really, or I think I wanted to use her for something, and it just didn't end up coming home. So yeah, anointed, 3-star, not going to use it. Mythical, ooh, could be crazy. I mean, it's a Lazarius, we'll take it. 3-star, that might be an upgrade for a soul that I have for him already. Unfortunately, not the Galathyr that I was secretly hoping for. Not gonna lie. But keeping it going here, more rares. Gear grinder, oh darn. Okay, I think my gear grinder is at 3-star. I was hoping that was gonna be like a 6 or a 5 or something crazy. That would have been fantastic. But there's still a couple more chances here. Another legendary Wishlist, and no, it is Rathalos Blade Master, who coincidentally I've never ever used on my account. Let me double check here. Yeah, 2 more to go, and then we can claim our lovely mythical tome here. Another epic, and that's not going to be exciting no matter what. 4-star Skimfos, that's probably an upgrade for him. And the final Soulstone of the day is an epic, unfortunate, and it is Occult Brawler for 3-star. So sad times, but yeah. Oh well. Yeah, definitely a bit of a bummer when it comes to the Galathyr that still manages to evade me. And the only reason I really say that is because if you look at my soul collection here, like I have basically every single other mythical soul in the game except for his, which is kind of crazy. That like he's the single one that I just don't have. I don't know. It's just by happenstance, and he's one of the mythicals that I really like to have a soul for him. But yeah, that's just, I don't know, that's just how it is. So if you don't need her either, might as well sell things while you guys are here. But I think Broodlord was an upgrade, so we'll keep that one. But yeah, Visionary, discard, a Freeze, Kellen. I keep epics, just a little side tangent here, but I keep epics if they are 5-star or above, just in case I happen to need them for a Awakened stage in the Cursed City, which has really not happened anytime recently, and I think at this point I've seen every iteration of all stages, so it probably doesn't matter at all. But nonetheless, I hold on to the chance that maybe I might use an epic, or they get changed in the future, or something makes them relevant, and then I could just have them be supercharged with a bunch of extra stats and whatnot. But yeah, that's my approach to the Soulstones. But again, overall, I cannot complain too much. We did get some useful things along the way. So we got the 5-star Uragrim, we got the 5-star Cold Heart, my first ever, and then the 5-star Tree Shield Knot. So we'll have to settle for that one. We'll take it. It's useful, or those are going to be useful in the future, and save up for next time. I still have a ton of Soulstones ready to go for whatever else comes down the pipeline if need be. So 300 on the Mortals, 13 or down to 13 on the Immortals, but again, we now have effectively 36 that I could use if need be, and also 8.5 on the Eternal. So plenty of Soulstones for whatever might come in the future. Now, of course, let me not forget to collect all of my juicy goodies. This was definitely the intent of this session, was to get the mythical tome. So we banked ourselves another mythical tome, the Chaos Sword, legendary tome, the barrel, the chicken that I don't really need, but yeah, lots of good stuff. Basically everything here is useful to me here in the end game, so we'll definitely take all of this stuff. 100 gems is also kind of a underrated thing. Oh, that's a lot. But 200 energy as well. I don't think I actually need that in the short term, so we'll just save that for some future event. But yeah, feasts to me are very, very useless, so I don't really care to go all the way out there, but we'll take it. Mythical Tome, that was worth it. I think it was worth it in the end. Could have been better, could have been worse, obviously, so I'm not going to complain, as I've said many times at this point. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below if you were also pulling some of your Soulstones for this Soul Rush. What milestone was catching your eye? What were you going for in terms of that, if you were going for this at all? And of course, let me know if you got any amazing souls from your summons. As always, if you did enjoy this video, then be sure to hit that like button down below. It really does help out the channel. And feel free to hit that subscribe button down below if and only if you are enjoying the content overall on this channel for more content just like this one in the future. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.